This method is so powerful that even governments use it to secure their citizens' retirement fund.
At this point, I doubt anything would surprise me.
How to save money fast in 3 simple steps, even if you don't have a high-paying job. In this video, we're going to go through why it's important to have money saved up, the wealth myth that most people believe in that keeps them poor, and 3 simple steps you can take to start saving money today. If you understand what we're going to be talking about in this video today, you're going to be able to build your wealth and maybe even one day have $1 million to your name with relative ease so that you can live your life without having to worry about money ever again. You can do the things you've always wanted to do but have never done because money was holding you back. And if you watch till the end of the video, we're going to be revealing this hack that we discovered to make saving money so much easier, and it has personally saved me more than $1,000. So let's get into it. Now, saving money is not a sexy or interesting topic, and it's a shame because it's so crucial, especially for young people and especially during times like these. We're going to put a few stats up here, but very quickly you can see that 4 out of 10 Malaysians don't have any savings at all, and 2 out of 5 Malaysians have their income affected by this movement control order. So if you don't have any savings and if your income is affected by this MCO, you're either going to have to drastically downgrade your lifestyle or go into debt in order to survive this. Speaking of debt, the average Malaysian owes over 10,000 ringgit in credit card debt. So you don't have to be a genius to find out that most Malaysians, especially millennials, are not living within their means. And most of them, because of social media and the culture of impressing other people,
here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here,
spend money that they don't have on premium lifestyle brands when it comes to fashion and technology. So it's crucial to have money saved up before you go to the Gucci store. Think about all the money you've ever received in your life, from the ang pao you got when you were a kid to your first salary. Out of all the money that went through your hands, how much of it is still with you right now? How much money did you keep? It's not about how much money you make, but really about how much money you can keep. Having money saved up gives you something invaluable, which is the peace of mind. Things don't always go according to our plans. And when things go wrong, having money saved up gives you a safety net to fall back on and the peace of mind when falling. When you surround yourself with a safety net or a money cushion, you become more confident and less anxious. Because of that, you are more likely to take calculated risk in the future that could end up making you more money. So having money saved up actually increases your earning ability. And when it comes to money, there are 3 types of people. People who spend more money than they earn, people who spend as much money as they earn, and people who spend less than they earn. The person who spends more money than they earn is stuck in debt. And the person who spends as much money as they earn is working so that they can sustain their life, so that they can go to work more, so that they can sustain their life. So they are stuck in their jobs. But the person who spends less money than they earn, that person is on the path to building wealth and being free from money worries. So I used to be the person who spent as much money as I earned. When I was 19, I got my first real job as a scuba diving guide. I lived on an island for 7 months and my job was to take people out for scuba diving tours. I worked 8 to 10 hours a day for 7 days a week. And when I got my first paycheck, which was just over 3,000 ringgit, I was so excited that I decided to buy a brand new iPad Pro. Now I realize that it wasn't the best decision, but I'm glad that I still have that iPad with me and it's actually what we're using to film our videos right now. Thank God I didn't have a credit card because I would have been that person who spent more money than they earned. If you're spending more money than you earn or as much money as you earn right now, just know that it's not too late to change your spending habits. It took me a bit of time, but I'm glad that I save and invest a lot more of my money now. And a safe way to do this is to just do not spend money that you don't have. Whether you become person 1, 2, or 3 does not depend on your salary. There are a lot of people who have high salaries, but they're broke because they spend as much money as they earn, or worse, more money than they earn. Yes, having a high salary makes it a lot easier to save money, but it's not impossible for you to save money even if you're earning minimum wage. A common misconception about money is that you have to have a high salary in order to build wealth. Yes, making money is important, but what if I told you that the habit of saving money is more important? Don't believe me? Earl Crawley was a parking lot attendant who made less than $1,700 per month for 44 years. He has a wife and 3 children to feed, but despite that, he was able to save a little bit of money over time, and now he's worth over $500,000. That puts him in the top 20% in terms of net worth in his country, the US. Earl knew that he would never get a high-paying job because he was dyslexic and he struggled in school back when formal education was very important to secure a good job. So as a teenager, he discovered that the only way to have financial stability is for him to learn how to save money and to start young. If Earl Crawley can accumulate $500,000 by earning less than $2,000 a month, so can all of us.
And the more shares I had, the more dividend I had, eventually the more money I have down the road.
You don't need a high salary to build wealth. If you're not earning at least $1,500 or ringgit, or if you're not earning money at all, be sure to check out our video on how to make money. The first step is to make some money. Once you have that, it's all about keeping money. And here's exactly how. The first thing you need to do is to hit that like button. No, but seriously, if you're new to the channel, we post videos every week about making money, saving money, and investing your money, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. The general rule when it comes to managing your money is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to your necessities. These are things you absolutely cannot live without. Things like your housing and rent, your transportation to work, and your food. 30% of your income goes to your wants. These are things that are nice to have, but are not necessary for your survival. This could be like eating out, your Netflix subscriptions, or any non-essential clothing or technology. 20% of your income goes directly into your savings account. This is where you save your money. Remember that this is a general rule. If you can't save 20% of your income, just save 10%, 5%, or even 1%. Just save something. Even if you only save 1 ringgit, that's okay. Remember, the habit of saving money is more important than the amount of money saved. As soon as you get more income, increase your savings slowly until you get to that 20%. I personally save 30% of my income and put 20% to my wants. Play around with the rule and find a combination that suits you. Just make sure you're not saving zero. Okay, now let's get into the specific steps you can take to start saving money today. There are many creative ways to save money, but all of them work better if you have this principle in mind. Save first, spend later. A simple trick to make saving money easier. This trick helps you skip the need of being disciplined when it comes to spending your money. When you save your money first after getting paid, you can spend all of the rest guilt-free. With this principle in mind, here are some steps that you can take to start saving money today. The first way is to auto-debit. This is probably the easiest way to save money and to use the power of save first, spend later to your advantage. Set up your bank account in a way that every time when you get paid, a portion of that is deducted into another savings account. You don't even get to see this money, and it's like you never had it in the first place. Saving money becomes effortless this way. This method is so powerful that even governments use it to secure their citizens' retirement fund. The second method is what I call the money journal method. Now this was a game changer for me. If you're having trouble saving money like I had, then this is for you. The money journal method is essentially tracking every single purchase that you make. You can track your expenses with an app on your phone, but personally, I do it in a book. I can open up my money journal and I can tell you exactly what I spent my money on the 2nd of February 2020 and any other day. After tracking every single purchase I made, I started to see where my money was going and how I was spending my money. This was a tough pill to swallow because I was spending money on dumb stuff, but it allowed me to cut back on non-essential spending and to save more money. If you don't find the root of the problem, it's much harder to solve it. The money journal method gives you a bird's eye view over your money, and besides creating a good habit of counting and tracking your money, it's also going to be a lot easier saving your money. We created a TMF money tracker you can use for free so that you can start tracking your expenses and counting your money. You can find the link to sign up for it in the description below. Now the third method is called the cash envelope method. This one's for those of you who deal with a lot of cash or for those of you who get paid irregularly. Every time you get paid, split up your cash into the 50-30-20 or whatever variation you choose and put it into envelopes. You can label these envelopes according to what you spend your money on. For example, for your necessities, you can have an envelope for your rent, food, or transport. By pre-allocating your cash into envelopes, you're more likely to stick to your budget and have some money saved up at the end. Once you have a chunk of money in your savings envelope, be sure to deposit that cash in the bank to keep it safe. Now we're going to give you a bonus way to save your money, and this is called the 5 ringgit game. It's pretty simple. Every time you find 5 ringgit, save it. You can spend all your 10s, 20s, and 50s, but every time you encounter a 5 ringgit, you have to save it. This is a fun way to make saving money a game, and over time you can actually accumulate a lot of money with this. We recommend at least practicing one of the 3 methods mentioned earlier in addition to playing the 5 ringgit game, because for some of you, encountering 5 ringgit is just really rare and we don't want it to be an excuse for you not to save money. So a few final thoughts before we end the video. We struggle to save money because we have a hard time caring for the future version of ourselves. Saving money will send a message to your brain that future you matters and that you care. In a way, it's self-love. If you only take away a few things from this video, remember to spend less money than you earn, track all your expenses, and make saving a habit, even if you have to start small. If you follow these 3 steps, you will be setting yourself up for financial success in no time. If you already have 3 to 6 months of your money saved up, and you're looking to invest your money to grow it, then check out our videos on how to invest your money. That's it for today on the TMF Show. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like so that YouTube can push this video and show it to a lot more people that can benefit from it. Subscribe to the channel, we really appreciate it so that you don't miss our videos every week. And if you would like more content from us, whether it's shorter videos every day, or pictures, or just tweets, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. But until then, thank you for staying to the end of the video. My name is Ed Lee, and I'll see you in the next one.